Hello and welcome back, and good morning. I have set up a robot that's been trading in the Tokyo market all night. And let me just give you the time. Let's see if I can zoom in. Let's have a look. There's the time here. I don't know whether you can actually see it because I've not set the recording actually to record the bottom of the screen, but I hope that you can see that as I zoom in. Let's see if we can zoom in a bit more. There we go. So once again, good morning to you. Let me just zoom out now. I thought I'll just run another test actually during overnight, and whilst the robot is making me money, I'm sleeping. So this is only a small account, and like I said at first, I've never trusted robot, and I still don't. Okay, let me stress that. But this is an excellent robot, and I'm really impressed with it. And I think that's why I'm making such a fuss over it. I think because I'm a manual trader rather than a robotic trader. Okay. Right, let me just show you. Where is it? Here it is. There we are. It's only a small account because I think I should actually trade with smaller amounts rather than register for a demo account with millions of dollars. So this one actually starts off with 10,000 actually, but it's not that it's because it's 9. It's not because I lost nearly 1,000. It's basically because I've been testing it on other robots and manual testing and so on and so forth. Right, but the important thing is that what I want to show you is that last night I set it up to trade in the Japanese market, and so far I made $10.95. This one here obviously it relates to other activities that I've done, so that don't count, right? It's this one here, $10.95. Let me just zoom in. And it's $10.95. I've done 10 trades overnight, and I set it to 30. But I suggest that you just set it to 20 really. Like I said, you should never be too greedy, okay? And not only that, actually when the trade session finishes and it carries on to the next trade, sometimes the signal jumps. It could jump in the direction not in your favour, and obviously if it jumps then in the wrong direction, you pay the consequences, haven't you? So I always suggest that you trade and finish early. That includes actually when the server closes down, and then transfer your account over to another terminal. I think anyway, it's what they call a swap. Okay, I mentioned this before, and it's very important that actually you should watch all the videos if you can, and if not, go back to video. I think it's video 14. I think so that's when I mentioned about swap and Martindale, the risk factor. I seem to remember. Okay, right. So anyway, I know it's only maybe $11, but don't forget this is a small account, and the lot size. The lot size is only 0.18, okay? So I'm not going to wait for the Tokyo session to finish, by the way, because like I say, at the end it might just jump, because don't forget, if you finish bang on time when the Tokyo session ends, it doesn't mean that your trade ends, okay? The robot stops trading. In other words, it stops taking orders, right? It doesn't stop trading as such. Your robot stops taking orders, but the but at the terminal that's still got the existing order running, it will still carry on trying to complete that order. You get my drift on that one? Yeah. So I've been trading overnight on the Tokyo session. Here we are. And like I said, the London session will start shortly. And this is the current time. So I'm going to stop the robot trading. As you can see, you've got the little sad face there. So I'll come back to this one, and like I said, this is only a very short video, just to show you the effectiveness of this robot. And I'll also give you the setting to it as well on this one. This one I've reduced the risk factor considerably. Okay, and obviously if you don't take a lot of risk, then obviously your deposits, your investment will be much safer, and the robot will not be as aggressive with the trading. And as you can see, you don't pay any commission. And because I started the trade actually after the server had carried forward their day, if you like, I didn't incur any swap charges. I've just come to this website to see what the trend situation is, and as you can see, the US dollar and the Japanese yen. Let's have a look. I'll zoom in so you can see it better on the small screen. US dollar, Japanese yen. Let me just move it across, and as you can see, it's still a buy situation. And I think you should already have got this web address. Let me just go up there so you can have a look, and then it shows you all the major currencies, right down to the it goes down alphabetically. And strange thing, actually, I was looking for the British pound against the Japanese dollar, and let's go back up to the top. And I thought it was quite funny. I was looking for the British pound, so I'm going B, like, I can't find it. I can't find the British pound. And then it dawned on me that it's actually GBP, Great Britain, you know what I mean, Great Britain pound. So yeah, I thought I'd crack a little morning joke for you. Okay, right, okay, let me just zoom out. Let's go back to that trading session, and as you can see, it's now minus $5 and well, approaching $6, and I've only made 10. Okay, so that's why I've checked actually to make sure that it's going to go in the directions. As you can see, this is my price line, and this is the market price, and it's drifting apart. And this is why I want to check, and to be prudent, actually, you know, I rather close this down than rather wait for the take profit, because even though that website say it's still a buy situation, which is a good guide, I've relied on it on previous occasions, but here the chart here says that it's a downtrend, and there's quite a lot of red downtrends appearing, and the green yellowish up is going down. So and here it says that it's a downtrend here, and that's a downtrend. Let me just zoom in so I can explain this a bit further. See that it just spread out now, and if you've been following my tutorials, you'll understand how to read the signal. And obviously you guys out there that are more experienced, you probably know this is a bad sign if you've got a buy trend going. Okay, so like I said, when I came back just a moment ago, I thought, oh, it appears to be going the wrong way. I need to shut it down and try to save my $10. Now, whilst I'm talking to you now, it's going down to 8. It's nearly approaching 9 because of this. This is what's happening. But like I said, I would have actually closed it down, so it's your fault. So I could leave this to run and follow it up, but if you were prudent and wise, you would have actually closed this down as soon as you notice that other downtrends are appearing, and also if that market website tells you that it's a buy trend, you might want to stick at it. But bearing in mind that that website is considerably accurate, you might want to leave this on. But looking at this now, it's quite frightening, isn't it? If you've got a large amount, and rather than make nothing, I would have actually closed the order down. Now look, this is now curling it a bit like a grip, like I mentioned before in my videos. Like I say, that the tutorial that I have dealt with many a times on this subject about the trend. So this is coming down a bit now, and the green is coming up. My green is the uptrend, by the way, and this is the downtrend. Don't forget that when this actually goes up in that direction, it's a downtrend, okay? But when this is falling, it means that the uptrend is going up. When that goes down, it doesn't mean that it's a downtrend. Only when this goes upwards is a downtrend towards the screen. Okay, when that reaches a reasonable level, I think I might close it down, actually, to be quite honest, because as we're approaching the London session, like I said, the signal tend to be quite erratic. Right, look, this is now coming down, and obviously this is going up, which is what I want this green to do, to go up. But don't forget, when it goes up like this, it might start to bend over and come down, and this might decide to go up, So looking at that, and the distance between my price here and the market price, it's going to take a while for it to get back up there, isn't it? So when it gets down to a reasonable level here, I'm going to take that profit. So I've made $5. Like say I made $5. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to close this down, and overnight I made, say, $5. Right. Let's give it a chance. And I don't want to extend this video. It's only supposed to be a short one, and I don't want to be sort of hanging around waiting for it. And as you can see now, it's slightly bending over a little bit, like I said. So I'm going to make $4 instead, rather than nothing. It's important that you make a profit. Right, so I've closed it down because I'm not taking that risk. So I made, overnight, I made $6. Okay? But you expect that because it's a smaller account. And if you got an account that is, let's say, $1,000 account or a $500 account, you'll probably be making about 60 cents. I know it's sad, isn't it? But like all type of investment, it's the amount of investment that produces your interest. So the old saying, money makes money, right? and that is absolutely true. So if you've got a small account, you'll make small amounts of money. And considering this is like a 9,000, 10,000 balance, it's making you dollars, but you still could lose the whole amount if you're not careful. And even though this robot is automated, right, and I trust it during the night to do its job, that is something that you need to evaluate. Look, see, this has come over now. I should have actually waited for it, right? If I waited for it, I would have probably kept my $10 if I closed it down. But there's a little bit of a is it? It's not behaving, is it? There's a little bit of a curve here that's pointing down. Look, it's more prominent now, and that means that it's a down signal. When that points down and the blue line points downwards, it means it's down. So it's more pronounced now. So I think I've done the right. Finished, closed the trade down at the right time. So even though, what was I saying now? Even though this is an automated robot and it's done a good job during the night whilst I was asleep, making money for me when I was asleep, it's still a semi-automated robot because you got to intervene sometimes, right? But like I said, as far as this one is concerned, I made $6 overnight, and if I had a larger amount, it might have meant that I made $600 overnight. Okay, I don't want to be going on and on about it, but I proved actually on many occasions how good this robot is actually, and I am for one not a robotic man. Okay, but this robot, it really impressed me, and I thought I'll do a few videos on it so that you guys out there could test it out as well, and test it so that you're satisfied, and then put it onto your live terminal. Okay, now this is going up a bit. Like I said, I'm not going to go into detail about the trend signals here because I spent so much time actually on videos over the past few months to tell you how to read these signals and give you details where to download it, how to trade manually, and you should actually go back to all the videos that I've done and watch it one by one, perhaps one videos a week or 2 videos a week. It's not going to take you a lot of time to accomplish watching these videos. Oh, I forgot to say that I've got the test actually running on the external server, the VPS, the virtual server, and I've just had this running actually this morning, but I forgot to add this onto the video. But this is not going to form part of any instructions, but just to show you that I've just set it up, and this is a larger account, obviously. Bearing in mind what I said a moment ago about the amount of investment. If you've got a large amount of investment, obviously you make more money. And as you can see, I've done 2 trades here so far. I've made nearly $40. Okay, but obviously this is like a $1 million account, and you can set your lot size as much higher. Even though I've been conservative and set it to only 0.8. Okay, so I thought I'll just add this little bit on to tell you that this robot does actually make money, but sometimes you still got to intervene. Okay, it's very important. Right, I thought I'll just add this last bit of clip to the video to that VPS server. As you can see, I've done 5 trades so far, and let me just zoom in. Okay, as you can see, we're still in the London session, and the time now is approaching 11 o'clock in the morning for me. So I've just actually added this part just to show you how good this robot is. Alright, so it's made me so far since I set it up this morning, and it's made me $99. Okay, I paused it now. Okay, so I'm going to add this clip to the one that I'm demonstrating now. I've almost forgot to give you the settings. Right, let me just right click, go to Expert Advisor, and then to Properties, and let me just zoom in so we can actually see it a bit better on the YouTube system. Yeah, that's at the top. Let's just go back up to the top. There we are. Right, you can one thing I forget to say, that you can actually change the magic number. Okay, so if you've got two trades going, you can't run the two robots on the same terminal. The only way you can do this is by changing the magic number. So you can change it to whatever you want, 324115. So you can do that, and like I said, it's set to run on the indicator. So let me just go back down first before and it's set on this type of risk. Right, let me just go back down here, and as you can see, it's set to trade in Tokyo, and this is the indicator that I'm using on this one. Right, that's the only thing. That other settings you don't need to change. So all right, I'll go back to the top now, and I'll pause it as I go down. Okay. Okay, that's the next section. Just go down here now. Right, I'll move down to here now. Shouldn't be much to go, I think. I'm just, I think this is the last bit. Okay, that's your settings. Alright then, so there you go, you got the settings now.